We got some Phillies issues to talk about, folks. We got to dig deeply into this because I got to find out what this team really is. And I need to find it out from the people that are following this team. We've added another layer of woe and worry yesterday with Jesus Luzardo. So let's look at what the problems are right now. Number one, the bullpen is still a problem. Number two, the offense is suddenly a problem. Number three, Luzardo is a problem. He has given up. This is hard to believe. I mean, this is almost like a total meltdown. You don't have numbers like this unless you're melting down in some form. 20 runs in the last 5 2/3 innings. His ERA has jumped from 2.15 to 4.46. There is something wrong. Now, people are saying, well, the velocity looks the same. Well, if his velocity looks the same, it could be only two things then. His command stinks. They're getting to him early because they realize he wants to throw first pitch strikes. Or he's tipping his pitches. And somebody's figured out what's coming. But this is a major problem now. He has gone over the innings that he pitched last year. That should not affect him. I mean, he's bred as a starter. He's made a recovery from injury. He's pitched enough in spring training and whatever. He's stretched out fine. I don't know what the problem is. But if this continues, where are the Phillies in their rotation? Now, we're talking about when playoff time comes, when you only need 4 starters, who would be the starter that could help in the pen? And the consensus is Ranger Suarez. If this continues, is the consensus have to be Luzardo now? Will he be the the guy left out of the rotation and have to work his way through the bullpen? I don't know. The bullpen, despite the addition of Weston Wilson, still has the problems. So I don't know, man. Their record against teams 500 or better is below 500. It's 16-18. Now, we can pretend all we want that they're a good team. I still think they're a good team. When you look at them on paper, they seem to be a good team. But paper doesn't tell the tale. When you're losing, when you're only 16-18 against teams 500 or better, you're not competing against the better teams. Now, that team they played last night, they're not a bad squad. I get it. But Chris Bassett cuffed this offense. I mean, he throws slop. I can't stand watching that guy. But on the other side, the pitcher didn't get the job done for the Phillies. I really don't know what it means. Should we press the panic button right now? It's June 6th. Ray Dunn is with us today. Ray, what do you think?
It's not a panic button per se, but I have to say, for as long as I have looked at this team as World Series contender, World Series contender, World Series contender, I've dropped them down a peg at this point. They're a playoff team. They're a playoff team that has serious holes that needs fixing. They're a good team that we all want to pretend is a great team right now, but they're really just a good team. That's all they are at this point. They've shown you the same obvious flaws that got them eliminated in the postseason a year ago. And that, to me, was something that we wanted to see addressed in the offseason. That was not. And now we have to wait and hope that they can address every single one of those holes by July. And the one offseason acquisition that we all felt very good about, Jesus Luzardo, right now, you just hope and pray that he is tipping pitches. And that's all that this is. And not that there is a book out on him, that they have figured out what made him so dominant over his first 11 starts and has made him now historically bad over the last 2 starts. I mean, we're bringing up names from 1922 to compare his terribleness.
This historically bad thing is bothersome. It's one thing having a couple of bad starts in a row and losing a couple games, but when you're getting racked like this, this is not good. And I waited for. I kind of tried to write off that first start, and now he delivers another one like this, and he's out there to die, throwing pitches and getting raked, and it's embarrassing, frankly. And now I'm looking at their offense, and I'm going, okay, some people have tried to tell me they're not a good offense. I look at their lineup, and it should be a good offense, but Harper strikes out 3 times yesterday. He's down to 258. Stott has hit a wall. 196, 250, 268 slash line since the start of May. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He's down to 244 as the leadoff hitter. Schwarber, all right, he's holding his own at 260. Alec Boehm, 274, but a very paltry 274 with not a lot of power numbers. Castellanos. Everybody likes Castellanos. You know, he's got 67 hits this year, and 46 of them are singles. And his OPS is 328. That's not exactly lighting it up. Kepler has just been a disaster at the plate. He's now down to 214 with 304 OPS, slugging 374. Castellanos is slugging 426. Marsh, 215. Of course, they had to play Marsh on last night because of JT's testicles. 132 for Marsh. I mean, really, this is not good. I don't feel very optimistic today, and I wonder if people are out there feeling the same way as I am. There's some kind of pall over this team now, losing this many games.
There is. And it's, again, you go through the numbers right there. We've talked about in this show a number of times, the power from the right side that's just not there. You went through Castellanos right there. You went through JT, through Boehm. Like, those three guys have to give you something from the right side you haven't yet seen. Turner, they decided, hey, man, we want you to hit 300. We want your on base to be at the top of the lineup, that 370, that 360 type guy at the top of our lineup. Sacrifice some of your power for that. Yet he's been the most powerful guy from the right side of the plate. That's a problem for your lineup. The fact that left field right now is Max Kepler producing the way he's producing in, again, a platoon, which is a guy that you pay that much money to be a platoon guy struggling in his own platoon role right now, and Weston Wilson, who this show is officially completely out on at this point. That's an issue. Center field. We know what center field is.
You need him for mop-up duty, though.
He's now the new...
The fact that he's pitched twice already is a disgrace.
Twice in 1 week.
Yeah,
1 week, Mike.
It's embarrassing to a team that is supposed to be a contender that you got to send him out in the 8th inning.
It's terrible. It's twice. He's pitched 3 innings.
First of all, that should never happen in baseball. I hate when it happens. But now he's the 25th man, and that's what that's the only value they can get out of him, to throw mop-up slop.
Weston Wilson has thrown 2 2/3 less innings than Jesus Luzardo over the last week. He's closing in on Luzardo's number. If they have another bad game this weekend in Pittsburgh, him and Luzardo might have the same number of innings pitched over a 10-day span.
It's ridiculous. They're just not getting clutch hits. They're not fostering big innings. They're in trouble right now, man. I mean, they're down 8-0 quickly in this game. 8-0 again quickly in this game.
Oh, it was let me see if I can find something else in my afternoon to do type of game. Because you looked at the way they were going after Bassett, you were like, I can't see this team starting to fire up this offense, get 8 runs on the board, and you're sitting there wondering, what's wrong with Luzardo?
Good Lord, with the junk that he throws. I can't stand to watch guys like that. Just can't stand it.
7 innings, Mike.
Folks, listen. This is your squad. Right now, what is this team to you? What is this team really? We've been conditioned to think this whole time that baseball season has started that this team is a contending team. And now you see what they are. They can't hit. Their bullpen is shaky. One of their key left-handers, who a lot of people say, he's the second-best pitcher in their rotation, has melted down. And they can't beat good teams. What does it mean? 610-632-0975. We got to have a big Phillies discussion today. We'll get to some other thoughts as well, but this is the dominant conversation today. What are your Phillies right now? We're going to have Todd Zalecki on the show. He covers the Phillies for MLB.com, so he'll give us his interpretation of what's going on. And, of course, last night in the NBA, I tell you what, it's hard to bet against the Pacers anymore. You look at the teams, you go, okay, that Pacers team's finally overmatched OKC and the way they play defense. And yesterday, they get another game-winning shot from Tyrese Halliburton and take a 1-0 lead in the series. I don't know, man. Can the Indiana Pacers win the NBA championship? We'll have some highlights from that game and then game winner. That's coming up. Mike Missanelli Show, 610-632-0975. Hit us up on the text board, and we got some calls already that want to unload on your fighting Phils, and we're back after this.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Appreciate you guys checking out things with the Mike Missanelli Show. If you want more from us, check out the playlist right here to get this one. Check out all the playlists. There's a lot to watch.